guys, welcome to This Messy Bun. Today we're making burgers. Oh, I'm so excited. I thought it'd be a really cool idea to kind of send summer off on its way with doing an ode to summer, burger and pasta salad. So when you think about burger, what do you think of? Well, first of all, the bread. Today we're going to be doing a brioche bun because, in my opinion, really is no other bun to use. We're also going to be doing smashed avocado, this beautiful butter lettuce, smoked cheddar, and guys, oh my gosh, the smokiness you get from this cheese is just amazing. And we're going to be doing some grilled onion. For the meat, we're going to do a ground chuck patty that's 80-20, 20% fat because fat is flavor. And then we'll get to the pasta salad in a little bit. So to start, we're going to start with our red onion. I went ahead and cut off the ends. Make sure you always leave the hairy end to help you pull the skin away from, and it's also good for chopping as well. So we're going to go ahead and cut this up. And I'm going to be doing everything on this inside griddle today. You certainly can do this in a cast iron. You can do it on your grill, whatever you prefer to do. Okay, so this onion looks perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and toss this on the griddle here. Really good. Smells amazing. I think that's enough. We're going to go ahead and just set this to the side. To that, I'm going to do just a little bit of olive oil and fresh cracked pepper and salt. And just give this a quick little mix around. Make sure everybody's got oil and seasoning. Ooh, it's making my eyes water. Oh, I don't want to cry. Okay, that's it. So the ground beef, again, is ground chuck 80-20. And I went ahead and formed it into a patty already. I did a pound to be able to get 4 patties out of this. All we're going to be doing for seasoning is salt and pepper. Super easy. You really don't need a lot because you're going to have so much flavor from everything else that we're going to be using. Going to turn this down here. So most people like their meat cooked medium rare. I'm sorry, I'm not one of those people. If you are, you're going to want to cook your meat 5 minutes on each side. For me, I'm going to start my first side at 5 minutes and then the second side will be at 7. Because I am more of a medium well kind of person. I know, it's not right. That's just how it is. Give this other side some salt and pepper. It's actually an improvement because when I first met my husband, I wouldn't eat anything that was even a little pink. So I feel like I've come a long way. Don't you think so? Somewhat. Okay, so next let's do the avocado. And we're also going to toast our bread at the end as well. And we'll put the cheese on when we flip it. Okay, so the avocado, I feel like I'm a pretty good judge of character when it comes to avocado. See how I did? Yeah, perfect. Really pretty green. Okay, so let's put this in here. Grab a spoon. No idea what a spoon is. To get the pit out, you want to use the end of your knife here. Just very carefully, no hands, like that, and give it a little twist. And then use the end of your board, kind of pop it off. I almost cut my thumb off one time. I mean, granted, I didn't use a very sharp knife at that point, so probably has nothing to do with it, but be very careful. Otherwise, just use your hand to take it out. It's totally cool. Everything smells so good already. Nice color on the onion. Okay. So we're going to just kind of give this a toss. Rough little smash. So I'm going to add some salt and pepper to this as well. Season all the way through. Try a fork. The onions are coming together perfectly. They look amazing. Okay. Meat has about a minute till we flip it. We're gonna add this cheese to it. This cheese is amazing. It's a smoked cheddar. Tillamook, I wasn't able to find anything like this at Walmart, so I had to go to a different store for it. It really wasn't expensive, like $5 for this whole block. But the smokiness of it, it reminds me of camping, being outside. I mean, that's pretty summer just from that alone. It definitely is gonna make up for the fact that we're using the griddle today and not a grill. Alright, and then the last few minutes we're gonna toast our buns, which also smells really good. Okay, so 5 minutes has passed, so we're gonna go ahead and flip our burger. Use a fork or a spoon to help me out. I'm gonna put the cheese on, and then I'm gonna set the timer for 7 minutes on this side. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the onions too because they look amazing. And I don't really want them to go much further than that. These two, come on, kid. There we go. So I'll give that a few more minutes and then I'll go ahead and start toasting our bun. So let's go ahead and talk about pasta salad. So for me, pasta salad always reminds me of being a kid. My mom used to make this for us all the time. I mean, there were 4 siblings in my household, so it was definitely something that could stretch pretty far. She would just use Parmesan cheese and like Roma tomatoes, but we're gonna kind of elevate it a little bit. I'm using a vegetable-based pasta. If you can't find this in your grocery store, then you can just use a penne or a bow tie or something like that. Something that's gonna have a bite. I cooked this pasta according to the box and according to your preference on far as the juiciness of your pasta. I want 10 minutes here. So just cook it according to that. After I drained it, I did a little drizzle of Italian dressing just to keep the noodles from sticking together. And these have vegetables in it. So it's a good way to kind of trick your kids into eating vegetables if you have, you know, kiddos that are a little bit more picky. So to that, I'm gonna go ahead and add these gorgeous cherry tomatoes. I'm gonna add the whole pint. I picked these tomatoes because, I mean, look at all the different colors. Super summery. It's really, really gorgeous. You can go ahead and just use aroma tomato if you wanted to, or just the general red cherry tomatoes. It's totally cool. But I just thought this was really beautiful and vibrant in color. So we're gonna go ahead and do that today. We're also gonna do a whole can of medium black olives that I cut in half. These I also cut in half too. They didn't come like that. It seems like a lot, but it's really not, and it's a good way to add more ingredients to stretch through. So we're gonna add the whole can. Then do a cup of Italian dressing, and you guys will find the link at the bottom of the comments here for the recipe for everything you need to make all of this food today. And lastly, feta. This feta is 5 ounces. I'm gonna use the whole container. It already looks so beautiful, just all the colors, super summery. By the way, our burger is working down to about 2.5 minutes. When it's done cooking, we're gonna let it rest. And we're just gonna give this a mix. Look at that. I mean, gosh, it's so gorgeous. You're gonna have the cherry tomatoes, they're gonna be super flavorful. Tons of sweetness and juice. Then you're gonna have the saltiness from the olives and the saltiness from the feta and the different flavor you're gonna get from the different vegetables in the pasta. And then of course the tanginess of the Italian dressing. This is the cream of the crop of this burger. This sauce we're about to make, I literally could eat it from the bowl. It's so good. So we're not gonna be doing like a traditional, you know, ketchup or mustard or anything like that. Kind of, well, we're going to be mixing it a little bit differently. So as I talked about before, my family, stepping on my dog, my family hates mayonnaise. So we're going to be doing sour cream instead of mayonnaise. We're going to do equal parts, about 1/4 cup of sour cream and 1/4 cup of ketchup. This sauce really is, oh my god, that's so good. And then just a teaspoon or so of mustard. To that, we're going to be taking a pickle and just a little bit of juice, just a splash. Give this pickle kind of a top. So good, guys. I promise you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let that go in there. And give it a little mix. I'm already super stoked for this. A little salt and pepper too. Goodness. Bless you. My puppy. Bless you. Sneezing. Oh, looks so good. So excited. All right. Our burger is ready to come off the grill. I'm gonna let it rest for about 5 minutes or so. All right, let's toast the bread. So I'm not gonna add any additional butter or any oil or anything to the griddle for when I had oil already on there when I was cooking onions, but also brioche buns are filled with butter. So we don't really need to add any extra of that since there's already gonna be so much in the bread alone. I'm really excited. It's gonna be so good. Treat yourself. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I think that, yeah, that looks nice. Nice color. Oh, nice color. Awesome. Okay, I think it's time to build a burger. Okay, so this bottom bun is gonna get the glorious and amazing sauce that we've made. You want a good amount, right? Don't be stingy. A little bit of pickle everywhere. That looks good. Then this beautiful burger that's been rested goes on top of that. To that, we're going to add our lettuce and some of this red onion. Yum. And then to top, we're gonna do our smashed avocado. A good amount of that on here. Ta-da! I mean, come on. That looks amazing. Look how beautiful that is. Alright, let's go ahead and give it a cut. That looks pretty good to me. What do you guys think? Yes. You can see the sauce oozing out the side here. The burger is cooked medium well. The onions, the melted cheese, the lettuce, mashed avocado. It just looks so beautiful. Before we take a bite of the burger, I'm gonna get into the pasta salad a little bit here. Just get a little bit on the board. A little bit of everything. That looks really good. So to pair with this meal, you know, you're outside, it's summer, it's hot, ice cold something. So ice cold lemonade, or you know, maybe even beer or iced tea. For me, I'm always gonna want a red wine. A red wine, a Cabernet or Merlot is definitely gonna stand up to the richness of the meat. And with the wine, you definitely want something that's gonna pair well. The wine I chose to pair with this amazing burger is a 2018 Cabernet from the Dreaming Tree. The winemaker, in collaboration with Dave Matthews, put forth a robust wine with notes of chocolate, blackberry, cherry, and oak. This rich yet smooth wine holds up against the burger while leaving a fruity, not sweet taste. This stellar wine has received over 20 gold medals and has donated over 1.5 million in proceeds to environmental conservation organizations around the world. You can find this wine in any market for less than $15 or online on sites such as wine.com. Alright, let's get a bite of the pasta salad. This alone can be a dish on a meal by itself. You can add meats to it. I've done pepperoni before. Really balance it out. But the sweetness you get from the tomatoes, the olives are salty, the feta is salty, the texture you get, then the pasta that comes through with the different kinds of vegetables. It really is really good. Super flavorful, cold, zesty, zippy pasta salad. Legit. Alright, I'm really excited about this burger. I mean, everything complements each other. All of it. The beef, you can definitely taste. The salt and pepper is all you need. And then you have the cream avocado and the smoky cheddar. You guys, that cheddar is freaking delicious. The sauce, the onions, the lettuce, everything. Everything just plays so beautifully together. You would think with the one note, like it would all just be kind of creamy, but it's not because everything has its own texture. It really is really amazing. I hope you guys make it. Again, the recipe for this will be in the link for my website, for my blog, where you can find everything that you need. I really hope you guys make this burger. If you don't make the burger, make the sauce, because the sauce is the jam. Like, that's where it's at. I really appreciate all of you guys so very much. Thank you for all your support. It really means the world to me. And I just hope you guys keep coming back. Thanks for hanging out. Actually, you know what you need? More sauce. Huh.